there, Judy from Witchpeace Craft. Welcome. Yes, I'm back again. Today I'm pre-recording videos. The house is quiet, the neighborhood's quiet, and it's not too hot. Thing is outside washing my car for the week. He loves a clean car and I'm too lazy to do it, so he does it for me. So yes, I've got a lovely quiet house, and it's very unlike me to pre-record 2 videos. I don't usually have the energy, but I wanted to do this. So today's video, we haven't had one for a while. What's in the bag? My polar bear bag. It's looking pretty full, but it's not that full. But I'll get started with what's in my bag. So I have been putting quite a few beanies in my beanie shop and my Etsy shop, and had a few sales since May. I had an inquiry from a lady about beanie, cowl and mitten sets, which I don't do. I used to do cowl sets, but they never really sold. But I thought, well, I'll do one for a hat that I have in there because I have more of that yarn. The one she wanted, I did not have more of that yarn, and I wasn't going to go and buy that yarn because I have to buy it online from America. So the yarn is Lion Brand Touch of Alpaca. Now, when Lincraft stocked this, and I've had it a few years, they got rid of it on sale, and I bought 5 balls in this dusky rose pink. And to be honest, I never could work out what to do with it. And recently I've been making beanies with it. So this particular beanie, I think I did for Bag O' Day. Bod had a palooza with Laura at Mad Mimi's Farming and Crochet. This is the Joshua Tree beanie, and I have made it before and I've downsized it to a child's size. It is quite popular, but that's the beanie. And I thought, I wonder if I watch her tutorial, can I make a matching cowl to go with that beanie? Well, I did. Here it is. Ta-da! I did write pattern notes. I am thinking I should write a pattern on it and let other people have it. I would acknowledge that this is Bag O' Day's Joshua beanie turned into a cowl, and give her acknowledgement. If I decided to sell the pattern, I think the profits from the sales would go to our local animal shelter as a donation, because animal shelters is what Crystal at Bag O' Day supports. So basically, yes, I worked out the repeat and did it, and I ended up with a really nice set that to put, it's not doing that very well, to put in my Etsy shop, the cowl. So whether I do the pattern or not, I don't know. Let me know in the description below or comments whether you think I should write up the pattern and sell it for minimal dollars. I know there are a lot of cowl patterns out there. Maybe people don't want cowl patterns. So I have a market in November, which I prep way too much stuff for, but my number 1 seller is tea towels and tea towel toppers. And this is a tea towel I was doing at the last market, and I never finished the topper. So I finished the topper off and put a button on it. So that was 1. I had 2 on the go. I think that one just needed the button, and this one needed finishing completely. I'd only got to about there. So I'd finished these 2 tea towel toppers off to go into my inventory for my November market, which I still need more of them. I still think I will sell quite a few. I did do some thrift shopping at the local thrift shops when I got back, because I hadn't been for a while, and I thought I'd see what there is, especially the one up near where we do our food shopping, because I always found reasonable stuff there. That's the place I usually find hobby fiber fill, partly used in bags. But I did find a bag. There's another one up that way that I don't often find things, but I did. 3 balls of cotton that I use for tea towel toppers in good colors. The blue, it's a brownie color. It's in a red vegetable bag. And this color, which is awesome for those burgundy tea towels. Now that cost me, now they're $2.50 each, so that's $7.50. And I think it cost me $3. That was it. So look, unwrapped, unused cottons, thrift shopped to put on my tea towel toppers. And then, now, we binge watched Squid Games, which I never really talked about much, and I want to watch season 3. It's Korean, it's subtitled, but it will get you in. Trust me, I binge watched it with Reebs and Thing. I'm just so addicted to it. And that's because it's telling about global society. What the rich can do for entertainment with their money, and what the poor will do and people in debt to get money. Basically, that's the premise, the extremes. And the soldiers or I don't know, it'll say security or soldiers, wear these hot pink all-in-one jumpsuits with their face covered, and they have like a circle or a square or a triangle, which means their rank. And I found a Squid Games key ring like that. I think the circle is the most common. But yeah, I made a little Squid Games head keyring. Didn't have the body. I might look for one with a body. But that's just made in Red Heart Super Saver scraps to go in my key chain inventory. So before I went away, I went on a bit of a clean up looking for yarn that I wanted to give away. So I did give quite a bit of yarn to Crochet for Cancer, which I didn't go to yesterday. I've been feeling a bit scratchy in the throat and sneezing a lot and headachy, and I thought, you know, there are a lot of older women there, it's air conditioned, I shouldn't, if I am coming down with something, I shouldn't go and pass it around. And I didn't really have anything to take yesterday, so I didn't go. But at the time I was going through stuff to give away for Crochet for Cancer, and I came across these little toys that were sent to me by Raylene, a gift of kindness. And it was in a batch of stuff for Emma's Quest, to sell for Emma's Quest. I'm pretty sure of that. And at the time I decided, you know what? I'll make a couple of lovies. They were Halloween toys. Look, he's got orange to match his orange headband, not his pink undertop. And I did purple for this one. They're a bit curly from being in the bag, but I'll put those on my market stall. I'm thinking of having like a bin of inexpensive priced items that I've been given or I've made, and having them all be donated, the profits, to Emma's Quest, which is, these will go to that. It's just scrap yarn I have used for their little poncho lovies. The lovey tutorial is definitely by RJ3Z. Put a link in the description below. It is perfect for any size toy. And I always put a bit of a fancy edge on them just to make them look a bit different. But hopefully I'll sell those and the profits can go to Emma's Quest. So thank you, Raylene, for your gift of kindness. There is one more to do because it's sitting on a craft table, and I'll probably do all 3. And yes, she sent me those with some tea towels and things, so they'll go to Emma's Quest. Like I said, people send me stuff to sell for Emma's Quest, and I endeavour to do my best to do it. And I quite like the little lovies. They'll be really reasonably priced, so those parents whose kids say, I want something, they can go to this bin, and then generally they can afford, you know, something in there, and the kids get something, and they can all leave the market happy. So yeah, what do you think to my little lovies? Aren't they cute for Halloween? We don't really do Halloween here, but you never know, they will sell. So basically that's all that was in my bag. This was what's taking up a room. And my cowl, what did you think to my cowl? Crocheted Joshua Tree beanie adapted from Bag O Day, and I'll put a link to that in the description below. And do you think I should write up the pattern and sell it and donate the money to my local animal refuge? because during COVID, a lot of people bought cats and dogs for company, and it's been okay. But the economy is so bad that the rents are so high and food is so expensive that people are handing in their dogs and cats because they can't afford to feed them. And they're generally older cats and dogs that need a bit of vet care. So, and they have been putting a call out for some funds here. One, I think, is definitely no kill. The other is after 7 days, maybe kill. I have to check, because I will donate the money to a no-kill charity, Animal Refuge. There is one on the Tablelands that's smaller, that's no-kill, that I can donate to. But yeah, I just thought, soon as I had adapted her pattern and animal welfare charities are her thing, it would be nice if I donated the profits from this to her, to a local charity that supports animal welfare here. Anyway, guys, it's just a short one of different things in my bag, because I haven't shown you what's in my bag since May. Some of these things were done in May and June, and the cowl was done in July this week. So it's been a few months. I hope you enjoy what's in my bag. Let me know if you want me to keep doing it. It sort of hangs there off one of the things, and if I make little things like the loveys, I drop them in there, because it's not from make along, it's not for a special reason, it's just because I've made it and I want to sell it and get the profits from it to donate to charity. So there you go. Until next time, stay safe, stay well, and let me know what you think about the cowl that I have adapted. It would be nice to have a few comments about it. Bye for now.